Now I'm no plumber, right? But I don't think that's right. What do you think? So you say you've had someone change this, an electrician change this before?
Yeah, there's an industrial one in there before, it caught fire.
Caught fire?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
What was it, an old rewire one, or?
I don't know, the previous people that I bought this house, I've had about 20 years ago. There was a metal box in here, and there was lots, I don't know what he'd actually done in the property.
Yeah.
But when you take the cover off and you take the back of that off, you'll see where there's been a lot of sparks flying.
Right.
There's a lot of soot about.
Do you want to get a close up?
Yeah. Let's have a look. Okay. Yeah. See, I mean, looking at that, it doesn't look very good, to be honest with you. Like that. If you say a qualified electrician on it, I mean, that's...
There's no way.
Yeah, I'd say no.
You done this yourself, I take it? No, no way, no way a qualified electrician done that. I can't see it.
So, looks like what they've done is they've got one RCD covering both sides. Okay, on this system you're supposed to have a dual RCD.
Right, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, no, that's right. No, you want, that's the thing you want. You're a customer, so
Yeah.
a qualified electrician would know.
Yeah, so I bought that when I first moved in here. It sat on the side for about 6 months.
Yeah, RCD doesn't trip at all.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's just blown because if you've got an 80 amp RCD,
Yeah.
that's been overloaded and that's just blown. That's had it. Okay.
Got the rest of the box in.
Yeah. I mean, you've got a lot of copper down here. You've got these into different holes, which is not normal.
This house ain't normal.
No. Yeah. It's not so much of a problem because it's plastic, but still you wouldn't.
Yeah.
You still put them through a towel gland, we called it, and yeah, you should have like grommets or compression glands on there, just so there's no holes. You can sort of pick your finger up, touch things. So yeah, it's not the best, to be honest with you, mate. So we'll have a check of it, and then we'll get back to you and see what let you know what we find. Okay. See, I mean, there's.
Well, I thought you were changing that anyway.
No, we can't change it straight away.
Right.
What we need to do is we need to test it, because if we change it straight away, without testing it, it will trip everywhere. Because the new consumer units are like they're a lot more sensitive.
Oh, right.
And they do the job better, so they wouldn't. Yeah. They would trip straight away.
Oh, right.
So yeah, we have to make sure that it's all the house is safe before we change that. Otherwise, we take responsibility for the house as well. Yeah. If anything goes wrong. So.
Oh, we'll say it's up in the roof where I've been doing some work and what have you.
Yeah.
You know the little terminal block thing. I ain't put the covers back on them.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think they're out sorting out of mine. Junction boxes. Yeah. Up out of the way. So all I've got to do is try and get up in the roof and then put the covers back on.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah. We'll get cracking and get back to you if we need you.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll let you get on with it then.
Cheers, Al.
Cheers. So hopefully you'll be able to get them sockets going today, wouldn't you?
The what, sorry?
Them sockets in the kitchen.
I don't know. I can't tell you until I know what's happening there. I can't make any plans going forward.
Right.
This could be, and it does look like. I'll be honest with you. That's the worst consumer unit I've ever seen. The way it's been dressed, and I've done a lot. So it's just the way it's all put together here. It's not good.
Yeah.
So it looks a bit higgledy-piggledy.
Yeah. So I'd say whoever's done that is not an electrician. So
no, definitely not.
No. Right, so we'll crack on and
I'll leave it to it.
Right, cheers. So we've got a 40 amp with looks like
Maybe a cooker.
6 mil, another 40 amp, which possibly looks like another 6 mil, another 40 amp, which is another 6 mil, 32 amp with just one 2.5 mil cable, another 32 amp with a 6 mil, just one cable coming out, a 16 mil with two 2.5s coming out, a 6 amp with two 1 mils, and a 6 amp with 1.5 mil.
So it's not 6 mil on there.
And look at these. It's like, where do you start? Where, like the linked buzz bar up there, RCD. If you look at the bottom of the RCD, it goes both ways. So one goes left, one goes right. Yeah, one goes left and one goes right. So they're serving all of them places. It's going into the main switch. Nice. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to have to go through circuits one at a time, verify what they are, because as usual there's no labelling at all. So we'll do that, see how we get on. What's up, mate?
Earth fault.
What's the matter?
Got an earth fault. Yeah, he's there, earth fault there.
Extension lead coming from the wall, through the wall there. Water pipes there. Yeah. Hold up a minute, mate. I've got twin earth coming out the bottom of this socket and running along, going into that wall. So we've got some sort of
Basic insulation there.
basic insulation.
Correct. Looping it over.
Yeah, cool. Let's check this one.
Same here, mate.
Same. Right.
What's that? Not calling earth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what we got here? That is. Don't know what that is. It's not on there. Your one's coming up fine. Isn't that weird?
That's strange.
Yours come up fine. Mine has come up with some sort of fault. Strange. Can you test this socket as well?
Yep.
I tested this socket a minute ago. That tested fine a minute ago, so that's not on this chart there. Strange. You can test it and you're fine. What one's right? This one is coming up with the left hand. So yeah, that's line neutral reverse. Old see that?
Yeah, basically.
No, they're the old type of plug.
Oh, this
There's no guards, no.
Oh, yeah, no clips.
Yeah, no, not clips. They're just plastic. The new ones have plastic on.
Oh, you put it that bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a foul. It's just see-through, hanging off the wall. That looks like 1.5 mil cable there.
Flex or something.
Yeah, that's 1.5 mil cable. That is. Got them two on the side, which means it's an earth fault. Juicy Lucy, what we found here? It's okay, mate. Look, it's not dented, so it's cool. Get that. What you can see there, you can see.
You can see the actual basic insulation coming through.
Yeah. So, what is that? We'll find out what the circuit is.
It's probably the cooker.
Is it Friday night? I knew this would be good, but it's even better than good. What do you think, Delroy?
No way a qualified electrician done that. I can't see it.
Cheers, mate. Now, I'm no plumber, right? But I don't think that's right. What do you think?
Don't let your camera out
here. There he is.
If you need to go in the bathroom, if you go beyond the plastic panels,
Yeah.
there's an RCD.
All right. Run plastic panels on the
Where
back.
the sink is, yeah. There's plastic panels. Or tank belt beyond the shower.
Behind it?
Yeah, behind that bathroom. No, Jenny.
Sure. Oh,
If you need to pull them off, you can do, because they're only on Velcro.
Right, okay.
They're on Velcro.
Okay, okay. Cool.
That's what you need to get. Because all the electrics that were in that airing cupboard are up in the roof.
Right, okay. What normally check in the attic, but C1 straight away.
Oh God.
C1. C1. Basic load parts exposed C1. Very rarely you get C1s, but
Well, I haven't come across one with you before.
I would have put money that I would have found C1 here. A bit of nature for you, Adam. This is one of the young spiders just there. It hasn't grown any legs yet. This one.
He's a little young and
We call it the infantile spider. I wouldn't normally test in an attic, but something in me told me that I needed to test this attic. Oh, actually, I found a socket that works. Hey, see one over there, nice little spider. Who needs earth anyway? This, you see there, all the earth's been cut back, not taken through. Apparently, there's some electrical bits behind this.
an RCD apparently.
An RCD, apparently. Yeah, so there's apparently an RCD in here somewhere. Wow. Oh my God, wow. C1, C1, C1. Can't even get to RCD, if you can see there. Spiders. Spiders in there, JBs. Right, so we're still in the middle of this EICR. We've done our initial walk round and functionality test. And what do you reckon, Adam? Yeah, we had to come out into the van because the customer's in there with his mum, and it's...
You know what?
It's the worst installation I've ever seen.
It is. I'm surprised it hasn't burned down yet. I mean, you've got C1s everywhere. You've got exposed conductors mixed into loft insulation.
How often do we see C1s?
Rarely.
And we've seen.
And we do a proper job. You know, what's worrying, and I just said to Dean, you would have a 50 quid EICR man come and sign that off.
Oh yeah,
and that's what's worrying. That is the only thing I think. He needs a rewire.
Yeah.
I think as well. The customer's done it all himself, hasn't he? And because
you've done that yourself, haven't you?
He's done it himself, mate, because he knows where all the JBs are.
Yeah.
He knows
Definitely.
too much. It's like Delroy's video that he did where Damien knew everything. This customer knows everything, where it all is. Oh, there's an RCD behind there.
So we've got to question what we're doing now. What we're going to do now. Consumer unit is dangerous. What's our next step? Do we change the consumer unit?
There's not much point, is there? Because you just keep tripping.
The thing is, yes, the consumer unit needs changing.
It has needs rewiring.
But
that's like putting makeup on a pig.
Yeah,
putting lipstick on a pig. That is.
Right, consumer unit needs changing.
Fucking hell.
But the house is in such a state. What do? What you're supposed to do is just cut the whole electric off. I don't think we're going to fix the faults there, and it's going to need a rewire.
Needs a rewire. It's not wired properly. The best part is the customer's like got loads of cable in his garage.
Yeah, we found a cable.
It's just what it needs, mate, is it needs a whole rewire. That is not safe. People shouldn't be living in there.
No,
but they are. You can't put lipstick on a pig and call it a supermodel.
This is what you get when you don't do things properly, or you think you could do electrics yourself. It's only 3 cables, just join them together, and the light comes on. The light comes on. That's all they're interested in. It works, doesn't it?
No.
Crazy, mate. Hardly any earths at any of the points. The CPC's been cut back at the down lights.
You don't need earth, do you? That's why there's earth faults in all the sockets when you opened them, yeah? Fucking, it's one of them.
Is it home time yet?
Yeah, JB's hanging out everywhere. Oh, mate, it's condemned, this property, in my eyes. It's fucking... Where'd you start? Do you put a new consumer unit and go, oh,
You can't-
fantastic?
You cannot put a new consumer unit in that until it's been
Lipstick
rewired.
is on the pig. It's a fucking supermodel. No.
I ain't touching that consumer unit.
Nah, man.
I'll try and find where the 40 amp circuit is. There we go. So on 40 amp, so write it down. That's on 40 amp, but it's on a fuse connection unit, so that's not as bad. Protected by a 40 amp breaker, so I'd want to see something like, what do you reckon, 10 mil cable going to this?
Yeah.
It's 40 amp. Let's have a look. I'd put money on, but it's not 10 mil. And we have 2.5 on the 40 amp breaker. What we're doing now is we're seeing we've got quite other accessories on that 40 amp breaker. Adam.
Yes, mate.
Why are we checking these even though we just checked them on the last circuit? Question for you.
Why? Because there's about a zillion JBs around the house and they could be connected.
Well done. So you could have 2 circuits connected. That's why we're checking it again. The new game show. Guess the size of the breaker.
Guess the size of the breaker.
Here we have our standard socket. I think this is going to take off, mate. Look. Ready?
That's a 40 amp.
You just give it away, mate.
No, I'm just guessing, mate. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I'm guessing.
Question for you. What overprotection device would you put on a double socket, a 13 amp socket?
Well, it depends if it's a A1, A2 or an A3, doesn't it?
Being a qualified electrician, I would always put a 2 gang socket, 13 amp socket, onto a 40 amp breaker.
Obviously.
This house is just crazy, mate, isn't it?
Yeah, it needs to go on either a 20 or a 32, depending if it's a ring final or a radial.
What about 16?
16 amp.
Yeah.
Phew. Well, you won't be
Yeah,
on
you
that,
can,
will
you can put it on 6. You can put it on 6 amp because it's under the capacity of the cable, so it's not gonna. It's going to trip. So you know you get unwanted tripping. But you can put a socket on a 6 amp.
You just wouldn't, would you?
Yeah. Design would say you wouldn't because you'll trip.
You'd go 20 or 32, wouldn't you?
16 or 20 for a radial, 32 for a ring.
This house, mate. Fuck you.
Oh look, another socket.
On a 40
40 amp breaker. Let's check these. I reckon this is one of them jobs you can check in and out because
It's so shit.
yeah, it's like you can walk in and out and you can say that is
Fuck.
crap.
Is there a box on the form where you can tick it's fucked?
Yeah, I think so on the new one.
Move out.
So this is on a 40 amp breaker as well.
The best part was I said, who done that? I think that was me.
And if you look at that, if you look at another thing to note, if you look at that socket, there's not a lot of clearance from the bottom, which is fine for this type of plug.
What if it's the other way
But
around?
if you look at this type of plug, you can see it's had some, like the radius, the bending radius is not very good, so that will knacker the cables up inside. Time to own up. What have you been doing on Saturdays?
I've been here.
It's your job, isn't it?
It's my job. I've
It
been
is, isn't it?
rewiring it. Do you like my handy bag?
That's all right, mate. Actually,
Look at that, nice little extension cable feeding a old fashioned heater there as well. I think he's coming in. Nice bit of burning,
Yeah.
toasty.
Fuck me, this guy. But he put the downlights up, but he didn't do anything else.
yeah, he did, mate.
I smell a rat. Her fault.
Don't forget, we're on a 40 amp breaker now. It has wall wall with an earth fault and 40 amp breaker, 1 mil or 1.5 mil. I think that's 1 mil twin earth going in the back of it. What do you think, Delroy?
Fuck's sake.
You just ruined it fucking again.
We can edit it again. You've ruined it. It's ruined. Go on.
What do you think, Delroy?
No way. No way a qualified electrician done that. I can't see it.
Yes, bang on. Another game of guess the circuit breaker size.
I'm guessing 40.
Third circuit.
It's got to be
It's
40.
a 40 amp. So we've got 3 40 amp circuits. What are they doing here? Is it some sort of grow or something?
So Dean, testing the functionality check, and what have we got to so far?
So we've tested a few circuits, all within reasonable breaking amp for the MCBs, all 40 amps, so protecting some socket circuits, which is always great to see.
1.5mm cable.
And 1.5mm cable, which is great to see. Now let's come to this lovely little socket next to the cooker. We'll test this one.
Oh! Wow.
What can you tell me about this socket, Adam?
It's on another circuit.
It's on another circuit. It's being a greedy little socket. It wants to go on 2 little circuits. Fucking...
It's hungry for power.
It's crazy. It's just... What? Oh. So this is on circuit 4 as well as circuit 8.
Are we surprised?
No. Right, so that's on. So let's see if the other one's in the living room.
Because this was on a minute ago.
So if that's on, then these should be on.
Yay! Junction B.
Interesting thing is though, we don't have an earth fault now.
This is like basically DIY Dave's paradise, isn't it?
Yeah. I reckon the code for this installation is a C4. What does C4 mean, Adam?
Fucked.
Do you know what C4 is?
Fucked.
It's explosive and you blow things up a bit. 16 amp circuit just does one socket.
Oh, great design. Oh, I found some cocks, some chickens.
I love a bit of cock. Oh, what's this?
It's like a 6mm cable.
Nice little bit of twin up there.
Do you reckon 6mm?
Yeah. The guy doesn't do the work himself, but we found a nice juicy bit of cable. There's JB just sitting there. I would say, I'm not saying definite, but I would say there's a very, very, very good chance that the customer has wired this. And if you don't know what you're doing, then
I bet my mortgage.
you're going to mess it up.
I'd bet my mortgage on it.
R1, R2. This one is
Number 1.
radial kitchen front sockets, so the ones next to the window.
Yep.
Do you think the person that's done this
I'm
has
not
been...
going to do R1, R2.
Do you think
Do
the
ZS's.
Do you think the person that's done this has been watching Regulation Corner?
I don't think so, mate. 1.39.
We'll go through those JBs, isn't he?
0.30.
RCD testing.
What do we reckon?
I don't think it's going to trip because it's not working on the test button.
See, you may be surprised.
It might be.
Oh, what a surprise! No RCD protection. It failed.
This is my not surprised face. What's your surprised face, Dean?
Can you tell? Yeah, RCD's not tripping. Let's see what happens when I turn the RCD off. Don't forget, that's the RCD to the whole of the house. So, everything should be tripping. Oh, we've still got voltage.
Is that your thinking face?
Thinking. I don't know, mate. It's like, I'm lost for words.
In my granddaughter's room over there,
Yeah.
the socket on this wall is an extension lead that runs under the floorboards to the other socket. I'll put that one in.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to even take ZD. I don't want to disconnect anything. I'm worried about. I don't want to disconnect anything. 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 I don't want to disc getting shocked. I'm not going to measure the lighting because I'm concerned about the state of the repairs, as I've seen it already. When we're testing lighting circuits, you have to get right inside. It's so much so I'm worried that I'm not even going to be testing inside the board, because I'm worried so much about this installation that I'm not even going to test inside the board. I'm going to be doing ZS's at points along the board. I'm not even going to do the ZE because I've got concerns that I don't want to put my hands inside this. It's dangerous. Right, so we've been through a lot of the readings, as you know.
Yeah.
Been through the consuming it.
Yeah.
It hasn't passed the electrical inspection, which is not really a surprise after it was.
No, we know that. Yeah.
There's like loads of further investigation work that needs to be carried out.
Yeah.
But I think it's gone past that point, and I think it is a rewire job
Yeah.
to be completed on this house. There's a lot of evidence of junction boxes, things being done to the house that have caused it to be in quite a bad condition electrically.
Yeah.
I will give you a copy of the thing. I'll do it at home properly and print it out, and I'll probably post it to you.
Yeah, obviously, like, the rules have got to be channeled out. And
Everything, yeah. We've got to get rid of everything, and you've got to start from scratch. There's been so much work that's been completed that's not by an electrically competent person, that it is, it's quite a bad condition. It's the worst one I've seen, and I've been to lots and lots. So I can leave that with you, and you can chat to your mum about. I'm quite happy to take any comments, or if you've got any questions, or if you've got my details.
Yeah.
Really bad condition. I'll say this is the worst I've ever seen.
And that's even with the new lights.
Yeah, but it's no good. It's really bad. I would say, and I would say, don't use any of your sockets or any electrical points in the house at all. That's what I would say, because to cover myself. I've said that the house is unsafe.
Yeah.
I would recommend not using any electrical appliances or any sockets until it's had a rewire. And then that puts the onus to you then.
Yeah.
I just need to cover myself. That's all.
Fair enough. Yeah.
So apologies for that, but I can only report on what I find. I'm sure your mum will want to speak to me about it or anything, but you've got my telephone number. I'm quite happy to go over with her. But what I'll do is I'll put it all into a report so you'll be able to see everything what is there anyway. So sorry about the
That's all right.
information, but all I can do is say what I see.
It is what it is doing. So can't do much else, can I?
No, let's make sure. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have to isolate all these.
Are you doing them now?
Yeah, I'm isolating all the circuits. Okay, so I've turned off all the circuits, and I would advise you strongly do not use the electric in this house until it's fixed. Doing a video in there. We're doing a video, yeah boy.
Yo.
We're doing a video, check out my video. What have we been up to today, Adam?
Oh wow, we've had a good day, haven't we?
Interesting day. I thought it might be anyway, but it was very interesting.
It was, yeah, it was. I've never quite seen a house wired like we saw one this morning. To be honest.
Yeah. So as you saw, we done a EICR. This was following on from going and checking out the guy's electrics, because his sockets went down in the past. So I went back there. I strongly recommended doing an EICR because I was getting 95 ohms at his sockets.
Because when Brian put that fuse board in,
95.4 ohms. And I said, I really strongly suggest you get an EICR. You need to check your whole electrics, because I could see from inside the consumer unit it was just
It's a mess,
mate, it was a mess. I didn't even do a ZE, and the reason being, it was that bad, I did not want to put my hand inside the consumer unit. Whether or not it's energised or not, I can't trust this.
It's all over the shop.
We turned off the RCD and everything was still live, so just goes to show it was just one hell of a it's the worst consumer unit I've ever seen, worst installation as well. I mean, we had 1 mils, 2.5, 6 mils. There was just, as long as it had electric to it, it's all good.
Well,
yeah.
Some sockets only had 120 volts.
Yeah, 125 volts, so there's a drop neutral somewhere, and it's like, do I start fixing that now? Because if I start fixing it and doing things like that, then it becomes my problem.
You'd basically be right, we were in the house there.
Yeah, and the consumer unit was in such a bad way that it warranted distress change. But I cannot change the consumer unit with the shoddy wiring that was inside the property. So what do you do in that instance? Do you lock off the main switch and say, listen mate, your electricity is fucked, you need to get someone to rewire it, or what do you do? So what I've done, I said to the guy, right, I'm switching all the electric off. I strongly advise you not touch the electrics, do not switch it on, do not use any electrical bits, and just left it to him. If he wants to switch it on, it's down to him. I've got all this on video, so I've got cover to myself. So I will be putting in a EICR. There was, I think, four C1s, but I'm going to finish it off when I get home. So loads of C1s, exposed JBs, no lids on JBs, dotted around everywhere. Loads of C2s.
He knew. Again, it was a funny one, isn't it? I mean, like we were talking, weren't we? Because we've seen one of Delroy's latest videos where I think that.
Hi, Del.
You alright, Delroy? It's one of the ones where that customer Damien knew where all the JBs were, knew where the floorboards were to lift, and this was the exact same situation.
Carbon copy, wasn't it?
Yeah, he knew where all the JBs were. Oh, you haven't put the lids back on them, and under this floorboard there's this.
Yeah, what did he say about his granddaughter's room or something?
Oh man, they both just So with that one, he says I've under the floor I've put a couple of extension cords from one room under the floorboards into the granddaughter's room, so she's got some power.
Shocking, isn't it? That's his granddaughter.
Yeah.
Shocking. If you don't know electric, don't touch it, mate, because that is really dangerous. They've got no RCD protection. No surprise, the RCD did not trip once it was tested. Did not trip under the test button. Even more surprising, when you switch it off by hand, everything was still energized, and I'm not. That's the thing. I did not want to do anything in that consumer unit, because as soon as I start moving one thing to the other, that's then on me to finish it. So that's what I mean. You can't. You have to walk away with it and say, listen, mate, it needs rewire.
Should I ask Delroy what he thinks? What do you think, Delroy?
What do you think, Delroy?
No way a qualified electrician done that. I can't see it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Thanks.
Yeah, I agree.
Cheers, Del. I love listening to that soundbite. Perfect.
Love it. There is no way an electrician has done that.
No.
It was a customer.
Yeah,
it was 100%. It's a customer.
And we found the spare reel of cable in the garage.
That was the funniest part, wasn't it? The same cable's been used in the house, but when it came out as 6 mil, and it was like 1 mil in some sockets as well. JBs in the exposed JBs in the loft insulation.
Oh, Adam.
Yes.
Who was the guy that done all the electrics in the house? What was his name? I can't remember now.
Graham.
That's right. Oh, I'll tell you what. Let's go and have a word with Graham, see what he thinks, shall we?
Oh, he's dead.
Oh, he's dead. We can't have a word with him because he's dead.
He's dead.
Oh,
Graham's
isn't that
dead.
very fucking convenient, customer?
Graham's dead.
I don't think Graham exists, does he?
Oh, when we took accessories, the sockets off, and there was just black sleeving on the earth.
Yeah, black sleeving on the earth.
Looked like those two neutrals.
What did we find behind the bath panel? It's mad.
Well,
House of horror, mate.
You'll see, won't you, in the video? But behind it, there's an RCD there, just floating in the insulation.
Yeah, and exposed junction boxes with, you know, and I'm not even going to go in there because there's exposed cabling. I'm not going to put myself at risk. You know, I'm not.
He was behind the Velcro in the bathroom, wasn't it? You had to get the Velcro off to get in there.
And who told us that was there?
That was Graham, wasn't it?
Was it Graham? Or was it? Can't say the customer's name.
Blank it out, beep it out.
It was Fred. Let's call the customer Fred.
It was Fred.
It was Fred.
Did it?
Fred told us where this RCD was.
Yeah.
As you saw.
He just knew.
Yeah.
Just knew. Oh, I haven't put the lids back on those junction boxes yet.
Okay, so you done it then. So okay.
It was an absolute.
Listen, you wouldn't last very long on Jeremy Kyle show, would you, mate?
No. He was. Well, you'll see the video. You'll see the video.
And it's a rewire job that I don't particularly want, to be honest with you. So, what about the last job we just went to?
Oh, lovely
old couple. Fitting a new cooker for them.
Yeah.
Couldn't do any more, could they? Perfect, lovely,
so kind.
Just what you want, especially on last job of the day. They rang us up yesterday. Said, "Oh, our cooker's coming tomorrow. We haven't got any electrician to put it in. Oh, can you really do it?" Yeah, it's fine. We fit it in. If this EICR would have taken a bit longer, we still would have fitted it in because it's not a massive job at the end of the day. You can just take that onto any job pretty much.
Gave the new Vito a run, didn't we?
Yeah, what do you reckon?
Oh, mate, amazing. Perfect for a little job like that as well. Little bag, got everything you need in, little kitchen, scooting around the cooker. Perfect.
And we had a little bit of drama today.
Oh,
didn't we, Adam?
God, yeah,
or,
we did.
or let's say Adam, or you, Graham.
Graham.
Graham had a little bit of hassle today, drama, didn't you? What did you do? What happened, Graham?
Nothing,
mate.
What happened, Graham?
Didn't your missus say that she had a puncture in her car?
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. Me and Graham will pop over and change the tyre. Adam didn't want to change the tyre, did you, Adam?
Mate, I don't know how to do it.
Adam,
that's why I got a breakdown cover for my wife.
How surprised! It disappointed me. Adam don't know how to change a tyre on a car.
Never been shown. Never been shown.
That is just shocking, man.
But that's why I got breakdown cover for the wife. Thankfully,
that surprised me. He didn't know.
I was about to find out how to do it as well. So that'll be another video. You can teach me how to change the tyre. But I can install a cooker now, which I couldn't do before, and I can put sockets in.
We're done for the day, Graham.
Okay, Graham.
Graham.
Or as the Americans say, Graham.
Do they?
Yeah, math man will know.
All right. Hi, math man.
Hi, math man.
So yeah, right, we're done. I want to go home, mate. I've got home to go to.
Yep.
What have we got to say, Adam?
Like,
comment,
share,
prescribe.
Yeah.